Dude, I don't know if you know this about me, but Smooth Criminal.
Michael Jackson or Alien Ant Farm?
Well, I'm more from the Alien Ant Farm.
Fair. Go ahead.
Like, age. All right, fine. Michael Jackson.
Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
I'm pregnant. I do not want to touch his ass.
All right. Hard. 1, 2, 3. Podcast. So, what's been going on in your life lately?
I mean, a lot of this, a lot of that. Not a whole lot, really.
Life's cheating again, huh?
No, not yet.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Give it time. It'll happen.
You know, you hear Jurassic World.
Dylan Brooks?
Well, you know, Jurassic Park. They got a new film. You know, no, I'm sorry to hear about that, though.
It's what?
Your wife.
No.
Why?
No?
She's not?
No.
Well, you said that we switched places earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me how.
Well, I've been drinking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I gurgled.
Mm-hmm.
You used to gurgle.
Yeah.
Farting a lot.
Yeah.
Messaging random whores at 3 o'clock in the morning on Facebook.
Getting hacked by your...
Getting hacked by
HBO Max.
DUIs.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing that, you know, because I do agree with you that we have switched places, but I didn't want to tell it to you then. I wanted to save it for the pod.
Yeah.
Because I think you're onto something.
I am.
I really do think we have switched places because
crazy.
all of a sudden, I have a wife and 4 kids.
Are you okay, Annie? Full circle.
Well, no, that's why I asked how you felt about your wife cheating on you. And welcome back to Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. I am Matty Daddy. Yeah, that was a joke about me fucking your wife, dude, and adopting your 4 kids. And I said a joke because I would never do that, dude. Adopt your 4 kids, that is. I'd probably fuck your wife. Simonson, and I'm here with...
Jake! Aren't you supposed to be moving away? Midget Hilsebeck.
Well, and yeah, this is Matty and the Midget, episode 84. Podcast.
It's a podcast.
Yeah. Now, you know, I was going to move away,
Yeah.
and I still might.
You keep saying that.
Well, Gankel's truck broke down that was going to bring his trailer to move me all that
The
shit.
truck that's like 4 different trucks in one?
Yeah.
That one broke down?
It's a lot of colors. And then also I just found out I was just getting charged with the second OWI. So, no
good
prison
news.
time.
Great news.
No prison time. I don't know if we talked about that. We probably haven't talked about that since then, huh?
Can you edit in some confetti when you say that?
Yeah, just note to self, edit in confetti.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and, you know, I don't even want to, like, talk about that. It's kind of like 6 months I wish I could just completely forget about.
The last 6 months, you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not even finished yet because I just talked to my lawyer. And this is the first lawyer I've ever paid that's actually fucking done a single fucking thing for me.
What are you saying?
Lawyer. How do you say it?
Lawyer.
I can tell when someone is from Okoboji over here. But,
I don't even know what that means.
yeah, my lawyer, I paid him $4,000.
Yikes.
Honestly. Best $4,000 I ever spent. To not get a felony charge on your name,
Yeah.
that means I can
That's
still
huge.
own guns.
Well,
That means no prison time.
well,
That means maximum 6 days in jail.
Max?
Max.
That's pretty good.
Which I've already done before. You know, it's fine.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, you know, we got a lot of things to talk about.
You'd call me on your way to work and be like, hey, I'm not going to answer from now on until we get out of jail. I'm like, you're calling me right now, dude.
Dude, what? That was like 8 years ago.
No.
I doubt I called, and I would have been on my way to work at 6:30 in the morning, so I doubt I would have
You
called
definitely spent some jail time. In
No,
the
I have.
last 4 years.
I haven't been to jail in 8 years.
Like, I think it was every weekend. You did 2 days.
Are you okay? I've never called you from jail. But speaking of, is everything all right? No. Okay. Well, we have a lot of things to talk about on this monumental episode of Matty and the Midget Podcast, episode 84.
It's a Randy Moss episode.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Celtics breaking up their whole fucking
The
team.
whole team's gone.
They're gone.
Gone.
UFC 317 this weekend,
International Fight Week.
and fucking Night of Champions happening in Saudi Arabia.
Days after a bombing.
Real close to Iran, right?
Yeah.
We have, speaking of bombing,
I'd rather
we
walk.
have Iran. Well, Iran so far away after you said that. But the NBA Finals are over with.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City won.
Okay, see?
Shout out. I heard they had a big parade.
It did not look big.
Yeah. The NBA draft happened last night. Cooper Flag, number 1.
We all knew that was going to happen.
What time is it? Because the Celtics are about to draft soon.
7:02.
Just let me know on your Google machine. And the Liver King apparently got arrested for
Jerking off.
threatening Joe Rogan.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
I read the wrong article.
And so I don't know how to start this out. Because normally I say we have a lot of things to talk about, and then there's nothing to talk about. There's actually a lot of things.
There's quite a few.
So tell us about the Iran bombing.
We blew them up. Do you know?
Well, speaking of UFC 317, here's a clip of Ilya Taporia,
Wolves are on the clock.
who's going to be in the main event against Charles Oliveira this weekend.
Please.
Here's him on JRE.
Yeah.
I try to read at least 30 minutes a day, but it's every day. Every day.
Yes. Yeah. So, like, what kind of stuff do you read?
I read more like I read a lot of books. I love reading books. Also, how can I tell you? And yeah, this is the most of the books I read. I read a lot.
Have you read that last book that popped up on there?
I should.
How to Become a Confident Short Man?
I need that in my life, actually.
You know, speaking of, because we were talking about funny or things that we've seen on the internet,
Right.
And we'd seen some of the same shit. And I'm like, I saw that. Wish I would have saved that.
Yep.
Well, here's a meme that I wish I would have saved earlier.
Please.
But it's like 5'7" guys talking about, yeah, so when I was little, what you mean, motherfucker, this morning?
I gotta go.
You're way shorter than 5'7".
I gotta go.
Well, anyways, so
Yeah.
Ilya Taporia. We'll wait to get to sports. Let's talk about the war in Iran.
Do you know much about it?
I have no fucking
I
idea.
just know we bombed them.
Why did we bomb them? I know I'm struggling, without a mic stand,
I
trying
want
to
to help
fucking.
you so bad right now. Maybe grab that dumbbell and do some lifts. I think it's like it was heating up between Israel and Iran, and
Yup.
we just wanted to
Everybody knows that.
stop a nuclear problem, so we just took out all their nuclear
We
sites.
just wanted to stick our big dick on everyone's forehead again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds about right.
No, this cannot happen.
No,
I know that Trump said the F word on national television.
awesome.
Right? They don't know what the fuck they're doing. WWE Crown Jewel is supposed to come
Go ahead.
to the United Emirates this fucking weekend. And if Paul Levesque can't get back to the United States, then we're all doomed.
Well, it is Riyadh season.
Season, yeah.
Yeah.
Riyadh seasoning is kind of one of my favorite seasonings to put on a hamburger.
Mine's Lowry.
I like that one too.
Oh.
You ever tried
Need
Riyadh?
help.
Well, you know,
Which hand's retarded again?
no, it's this arm, but it's
I can tell.
It's really the not having the mic stand that's fucking me over, because normally I could have two hands here. I got it now.
Okay. I was trying to help.
Yeah, so about your wife cheating on you with me.
Yeah.
I was just kidding about that.
John Jones.
Not only would I never take care of your kids, I would probably never bring your wife to a UFC event
Smart.
instead of you.
It's very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd leave both your asses at home and probably call up Cody Parsons and say, hey, how the hell are you doing? But, in the last episode.
Remember when I randomly handed my phone to him?
Yeah, I won't remember
crazy,
this.
That was a good one.
Thanks. Hey,
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. You gotta be careful with that.
remember the last episode I was talking about Brandon Poland doing poetry?
I do.
And I'm like, man, I should not. I wish I wouldn't have said that because I feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I Snapchatted him because, I only talk to him about once every 4 to 7 years.
Okay.
Ran
in that window.
A Donnie T fucking, what do you call that when the guy's in presidency for 4 hours? Reign?
For 4 hours? Is there rain?
4 years?
Oh, that's, yeah.
Term?
A term.
Yeah, so I talked to him about once every Donnie T term.
Sure.
And I'm like, hey, man, because he told me that he watches the pod. That's how he knew I moved or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, man, I might have said something about you in the pod.
Careful.
Sorry.
Watch at your own risk.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
And he Snapchatted me him watching it, and he was laughing his ass off.
Really?
I'm like, I'm
Good.
glad you're not mad at me, man.
Good.
He's like, wow, first time I've been shouted on the pod. So here's the second time you've been shouted out on the pod. And speaking of Brandon Poland, let's look at this.
Record anything and everything. Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos to pretend anymore. All of this is happening. We're coming to you. I've challenged you man to man to a fight. Honorable. And we don't have to pretend or make any videos. The world is watching. They'll make the videos for us. And you don't have to hold a camera. You can hold the hand of somebody that you love, because what happens next to you, you're going to need to remember that feeling. You're going to need something more than what you did to give you something to fight for, because I have my family to fight for. And I'll die for them, you know that. And you're a black belt, but you've never come across something like this. Willing to die.
he trying to
that
be
you'll
you?
choke me
A
out.
black
Pray to
hand.
God, because that's a dream come true. It feels good. And then the limbs.
Yeah.
I'm fighting for my family.
Yeah.
So limb.
Limb.
Go ahead. But then you have to contend with something else. And I weigh 177 pounds. An actual savage. And so at first you're like, fuck that guy. And right when you all of a sudden he did get your
It's
attention.
the first time I've watched
which
the
I
video
really
this
did
far
before
into it.
You
So.
kept
Watch this
saying,
whole thing.
I'm gonna choke that motherfucker, that piece of fucking shit. I'm gonna choke him out.
We had like 20
Warriors do,
videos
you
in a
know,
row
you are good
about
warrior
this.
boy.
I
So.
believe
Good
it. Was
warriors.
he crawling at the camera in all of them?
But you're actually
No,
better than
just
that
this
real
one.
tension you have. Comedy that you do is good and true. We have real tension,
Speaking of
but
bombing,
what I see in you is comedy is good and true. Touch points. How people laugh if we don't make fun of them.
all right, I'm sorry. That's all I can listen to. I like this comment right here.
I was just reading that one.
Yeah. So you want to read it?
Yeah.
Since you're the reader?
Dear Rogan, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom.
Piece of liver at the. You should have said, and a piece of liver at the bottom. You must not have got him. I sent him back in autumn.
I also like
And you'll notice his mouth is very like green, or there's like
Something.
Oh, I did notice the video right before this. He was chewing on just random leaves in the woods. So
fair.
I think that's where he might have got it from.
I personally, I like that Hurricane Shane Helms is willing to step in for Rogan.
Where does it say
The
that?
top one.
That's not Hurricane Shane Helms.
It's not.
That's
It's not Hurricane Helms.
no,
That's
it's
Shane
Shane
Burgos.
Burgos. See, I knew it wasn't Hurricane Helms, but God damn it, how do you get back to that?
Right there.
Yeah, it's Shane Burgos.
And Mayhem Miller.
Yep. What does Mayhem have to say?
I'll be happy to go viral with you, pal. Come to the gym and take a nap.
So, obviously, this guy's on steroids, right?
Well, no, he's been caught.
Which can sometimes, like,
Shrink your penis.
and probably your brain a little bit.
Oh.
I believe that's what happened with Chris Benoit, you know.
Mark Coleman liked it.
Well, you know. But, you know, I think he's just a short man trying to fight another short man
Fair.
in the year of our Lord 2025.
Is that the year of the Lord?
You think you're the mayor of Austin, Texas. I'm going to show you. And then he showed up in Austin, Texas with this box with the Joe Rogan Experience logo on the front. And he lifted up the lid a little bit because I can't show every fucking video that he has. I mean, it was painful just to watch like 3 of them.
We don't go
right?
all day.
We got
Yeah.
things to talk about.
Lots.
But some other people do have time to do all that stuff, so I'll just watch like a 10-minute clip of that.
Sure.
And so he lifts open this box and shows the camera just like a glimpse and then takes it away. Well, some people like slowed that part down, and it looked like there was a Glock in that box for Joe Rogan.
Is that why he got arrested?
Well, he was making a lot of crazy videos where it seemed like he was threatening Joe Rogan's life. And it all goes back to a JRE episode with More Plates, More Dates, or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. His whole channel is like showing people on the internet who are misinforming people and then calling them out on their lies.
More plates, more dates.
More plates, more dates. What did I say?
That's exactly what you said.
Okay. Well, he was doing that, and there was an episode like from 2022 where Joe was talking about how this guy wanted him to have him on the pod, and Joe's like, I think he's crazy, man. I think he's mentally ill, man. I think he probably still walks up the stairs frontwards, judging on how well he, scaled the concrete right there. But he's insane, man. Shane can drink, man. This guy, he's been eating too many leaves, man. And he's like, no, probably not, we all know you're on steroids now. You don't get that ripped. But there's so many videos that I've like kind of watched, and I don't know. But he got arrested for this.
Yeah.
You want to read some more comments?
Yeah, sure. Find me a good one.
Well,
a lot of the comment section is pointing out that one pupil is extremely dilated compared to the other.
well, look at them.
Yeah.
They're like different colors.
Oh, one's
What
huge.
has he got? The Ash Cast disease?
No, I think he's
Got
got.
the Deuce Tatum disease? It's a deep cut.
I think he's
What does this
got
guy
a head
say?
injury, dude. The methylene blue is hitting.
I honestly think that's just him eating random leaves in the woods.
Well, your
Bro.
eyes get.
Shower and sleep is your only fight right now.
The pupils get different sizes when you have a head injury.
His pupils were 2 different colors, though.
One was just huge, dog.
One looked blue and one looked black.
That's because one was huge.
Well,
You know the pupil's not a color, right?
shut up.
Also, this is going to be crazy sounding to you.
Also, I know it's going to be crazy sounding to you, but he's drunker than me right now.
Also, ACL is not an Achilles.
Also, I found that out the hard way.
I thought you were kidding when you
Well,
said
isn't
that.
ACL like an acronym for Achilles? Wouldn't you fucking think that?
No.
Hey, fuck you, pal.
Achilles is down here. ACL's in your knee.
Yeah, that's why they say it's your Achilles heel, but yeah, I didn't fucking think about it that deeply.
I can't believe you actually thought
Why don't you
that.
shut up?
I legitimately thought you were just fucking with me. Like, it was a bit. It wasn't when you sent me the Google search.
All right, just for that, here's a video of Michael Cole getting raped.
What?
That was powerful. Yet humbling. Experience of in or out of the ring.
You deserve that. If your Pat McAfee's off Raw for a while.
Yeah, said he was getting pretty exhausted.
Oh man, I'm exhausted too. I'm exhausted of all these millions of dollars.
He does a show 5 days a week.
Yeah, it must be exhausting taking that private jet back and forth. Ugh, I'm so exhausted.
I bet it would be.
Probably would be.
Yeah.
But still, it just sounds like rich guy problems to me. I'd love to be exhausted from,
Work?
going back and forth from doing my own show every day, covering sports, the thing I love to talk about, and then commentating Raw on Monday nights, I'd love to be exhausted from that.
He also has a
What?
2-year-old daughter.
I'd love to be exhausted from. Speaking of 2-year-old daughters, what?
Careful.
It was a bad segue.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was saying.
Speaking of being exhausted from 2-year-old daughters,
No.
that's what you said.
Hey,
I might be drunker than you.
You want to look at this?
Yeah.
This is actually the clip I wanted to start the pod show with.
Pod show?
Yeah.
No thanks, I'm busy.
Well, busy doing a pod show.
Can you...
Well, what'd you say?
Speaking of...
What'd you say one of your favorite black sounds from the internet is
Headphones.
earlier? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is maybe my favorite clip from the internet right now.
Okay.
And this could be old, I don't know, but I just seen it the other day.
It's just Liver King crawling towards the camera for 3 minutes.
Yeah, let's look at that again. No, let's look at this.
What would you do if we were doing it and I whipped this out? Would you still want to continue? If I did a little bit of What would you do
I think I would.
if we were doing it and I whipped this out?
I just want to watch it again.
She went full Pennywise,
Would you
dude.
still want to continue? If I did a little bit of
And she laughs after that, so I just love the, would you still want to continue if I did a little bit of the, I wish I could do that.
The fucking good
Dude,
guys.
I would want to continue. What about you?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. She seems kind of hot,
Yeah.
and she got a good sense of humor
Yeah.
and a skill set to do
Big
that
skill
with your
set.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only people I know that can do that are Pennywise and her.
Well, there's someone in the comment section that also
What would you
suggested Shrek
if we were doing
and
it?
possibly The Undertaker.
And I whipped
Well, there's
this
Kurt
out.
Angle blowing his fucking load. But what'd you think of that clip of Michael Cole getting raped? You ever seen that before?
I don't remember that.
That's Heidenreich.
Did you
Do you
make that
remember?
name up?
No, this is Heidenreich. Do you remember Heidenreich?
Well, it looks like he's hiding his right grade in Michael Cole.
Well, remember Gene Schnitsky?
No.
He will. You don't remember any of the psychopathic characters from WWE from 2005 to 2008? Get with it.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Hey, man. So, did you hear about this? Oh, my God. I forgot to write that down.
John Jones
John
retiring?
Jones.
It's interesting.
It's interesting. I heard he's gay. What do you think about that?
It's starting to look more and more that way, isn't it?
Well, couldn't agree more. He
Lord.
did retire from. Sorry, no. He retired from action, and then
Ugh.
a couple days later, this fucking thing from Albuquerque
Police department?
police department came out of apparently he was in like some type of hit and run altercation again back in February.
Not a hit and run.
Sorry, fleeing the scene of a crime.
Right.
Yes.
With a bottomless woman high on mushrooms and alcohol.
What do you mean? When you say bottomless, you mean she wasn't wearing pants, right?
No, she wasn't wearing shoes. Yes, I meant fucking no pants.
Well, I think you meant like bottomless hole of a woman, like
I don't know what her pussy looked like.
she's washed,
Well-
something like that. Well, she hasn't washed in a while, from what it seems, like with what you're saying. But anyways, we got some footage of that clip, And let's just look at it. How about that?
So, listen to me, man. He's making threats, and if he's making threats, I gotta call an officer out here. Call him.
Read that.
Footage of John Jones allegedly threatening a police officer has been released.
The first guy this year that I played is gonna die. You get a second one.
And who am I speaking to? You John Jones?
What? If you're untraceable, my brothers, they kill people way less. Sometimes she's glad and dead.
Yeah. Passenger stating that the subject, his name is John Jones, the fighter, and he was under the influence, bro.
So, I mean, his attorney, well, we don't know that was John Jones. Does that not sound
Clearly John
exactly
Jones.
like a drunk-ass John Jones?
Yeah. And we've all heard drunk John Jones at a, show with a dude.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, people are like, oh, that bitch ratted him out. Well, apparently, that was her vehicle that he totaled, and he was driving.
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck this, N-word. That's what she said.
Did she?
You didn't see the whole video. It cut out before she said that.
Oh.
But that's what she said, and I'm like, I don't even blame her for saying the N-word.
Well.
But you shouldn't snitch on someone, wrecking your car. And no, I'm in total agreement with this lady. I mean, she probably is a stripper.
Well.
And I think he probably crashed a vehicle and fled the scene because, again, he couldn't do it.
Come out of the closet?
He couldn't get hard for a woman, and he got mad at himself that he's gay. Why else does this keep happening?
Where's the MMA Guru clip? It's got to be coming, right?
Oh, that already came out. I haven't seen it yet, though. And I'm sure that's what he says, but honestly, at this point, that's just what I truly believe.
Yeah?
I believe he's so frustrated. He's like, man, with this hot woman, I'm not gay. We're having a good time. We're drinking. We're doing a lot of drugs. I'm not gay. My dick should be getting hard right now. It's getting softer and softer. I'm gay. Flee the scene.
Right.
And then threaten police officers because he's not gay.
Also, did he just imply that his brothers are murderers?
Yes, he did do that,
Okay.
which I'm sure his brothers are not
a fan
happy
of.
with it. Especially
No.
his brother Chandler, who's gone through his own like little CTE kind of shit and had his
I
psycho
thought
moments.
I saw something that he died. Is that not real?
No,
Okay.
his brother's alive. But speaking of people who aren't alive, actually, I got nothing there.
Just play that one that I
But look at this.
3 torn Achilles in 1 playoff. What the fuck? All with the same number. What the fuck?
All in the Eastern Conference. What the fuck? Dame Lillard, Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum. Dame's like 33, but the concerning thing is Dame Lillard. But the concerning thing is Halliburton 25, Tatum's 27. Why is this fucking Achilles injury striking these younger players all of a sudden?
I don't
Because
know.
it used to be like older players would.
KD.
Well,
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Kobe Bryant, he had the same thing.
He shot his free throws, though.
Yeah.
I believe Klay Thompson did, too.
Well, Halliburton and
Who?
Tatum didn't get fouled, so they didn't have the chance to even shoot free throws.
True.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, I've never been a fan of, like, shortening the NBA season. But all these young players having, like, possibly career-threatening injuries is really kind of making me consider.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, dude, Halliburton, I think we should maybe stick to one topic here because we're going through a bunch of things. That's really all I got in John Jones. So I guess I just cross him off the list.
Just like my wife.
I crossed her off the list last night. But, no, I think everything else, like, maybe we should stay on topic with one thing, though. Who'd the Celtics draft?
They didn't. They traded 32 to the Magic for 46 and 57.
They must not have liked anyone at 30. What the fuck?
I think they got more too. Hang on. 46, 40, or 57, a 2026 second rounder, and a 2027 second rounder.
Who gives a fuck about second rounders? 32 is basically a first rounder plus. 32 is the same as fucking 30. Jesus Christ.
2 off. Oh.
It's retarded. I don't even care.
What the fuck?
Let's go to a sponsor.
They just said they're trading 32 to the Magic for blah, blah, blah. And then it says Celtics selection, France forward Noah Penda.
Yeah, they still selected him, but he's going to the Magic.
Ah.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
You like cereal? Yeah?
I was going to do a Harry Carey. Never mind.
Nah, don't. Hey, you like cereal?
Lucky Charms.
Yeah, but one thing you probably don't like about it,
CT Crunch.
a little too sugary for you.
I love sugar.
You do? But it's bad.
Wait, what are we doing?
Magic Spoon.
Oh, I fucking hate how sugary these cereals are.
Well, you like the sugar, but you know it's bad for you.
Well, yeah, because it tastes better.
Well, and anything that tastes better is probably not good for your solar plexus, and you're already farting a lot, and you look like you're pregnant, so... And
There's the sugar from the tea. I gotta stop.
You're puking on the mic again.
Again?
What if I told you there was a cereal that was good for you and has the replacement to sugar where it doesn't taste like you're just chewing on
sawdust?
Literal honeycomb.
Honeycomb's really good.
I know, but you ever chewed on a beehive?
Have you?
You will.
Well,
with Magic Spoon.
Hang on.
Yeah.
You asked what if I told you.
Yeah.
I'd call you a fucking liar.
Well, I'm not lying, my friend.
Bullshit.
I'm your friend, and I wouldn't lie to you. Remember that time I gave you a neck massage earlier?
That was an hour ago.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. Thank you, brother.
The whole time I was doing it, I wanted to smack you over the head with a beehive. But with fucking...
Amanda show?
What's their name?
Magic Spoon. You already said it.
But with Magic Spoon...
I mean, what's their name?
Magic Spoon!
What?
Yeah, it's a sugar-free fucking cereal that is good for you, not just you, but it's good for the kids as well, and I heard you got quite a bit of them.
I got 24.
Is it hard buying cereal for all your kids?
I don't buy cereal.
Do you want to smack them over the head with a beehive?
Yes.
Well, not with Magic Spoon. You probably still will.
So you mean to tell me...
Yeah.
That this fucking Magic Spoon you speak of...
Mm-hmm.
Same cereals I know and love.
Yep.
Taste the same.
Yep.
Good for you?
Mm-hmm.
Less sugar?
Yep.
Tell me more.
You ever seen that scene from The Matrix where Neo, or that girl in the thing with the oracle, bends a spoon with her mind?
Yeah.
Magic Spoon.
That's sugar-free cereal?
Well, that's what it's going to taste like when you're eating it.
It's going to taste like The Matrix.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
It's going to taste like an oracle just shoved her thumb up your ass, and you're eating sugar, but you're not.
Are you trying to get me hard or give me a balanced breakfast?
Both.
Ah!
And I'm trying to fucking impress you, too, with this fucking, what do you call that? Discount.
What?
If you use the promo code MDATM, we're going to give you a Magic Spoon cereal.
Yeah?
Plenty of flavors. Cocoa, berry, thrust, blue jean, jean mean, mark the calendar for the bus.
Marco Polo.
Marco Polo Yellow Loco.
Raspberry Delight.
Raspberry Delight tonight.
And plain.
And there's plain.
There's plain. Nobody likes plain.
Oh, there's a couple bitches that I know.
Plain Jane?
Plain Jane.
Muscatine.
Muscatine.
Yeah. You get it.
I don't think anyone does. But if you use promo code MDATM,
Yeah.
25% off this cereal that's clearly going bankrupt if they're a sponsor of ours now. I mean, if I'm being honest, when's the last time you heard of a Magic Spoon sponsor on a podcast?
If I'm being honest.
2021?
I was going to say 2021, Chris Stefano.
Yeah. Well, I heard it earlier today. I can't remember
Shut
what
up.
podcast it was, but I'm like, we've never done that before. So let's make up a fake ad for our sponsors at Magic Spoon.
I didn't do the thing yet.
What thing?
So you're telling me.
You did that.
I didn't.
Okay, go ahead.
You're telling me. This is the thing. If I use code MDATM at checkout.
Well, yeah.
And I pick that water bottle up off the floor.
Mm-hmm. Has nothing to do with the water bottle, but go ahead.
I feel like it's a big part about the water bottle.
Go ahead.
I'll get 25% off my next order.
25% off your next order, and not only
And
that,
this company's going bankrupt, is what you're saying.
Yep.
It's crazy. They're basically giving this away because they have to.
And you're 95% more non-likely to not tear your Achilles.
Can I be honest with you?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
And that's the type of subliminal messagery we'll give to you at
Magic Spoon. You're pointing out thumbs up. Nope.
Hey,
Matt. Oh,
at times when
go ahead. At times when.
when times are tough
Oh, at times when tough.
and you can't afford cereal
Neither can they.
and you don't want your kids to be getting a sugary addiction,
Or AIDS.
and also you yourself do not want to tear your Achilles,
Nobody wants to tear their Achilles.
there's only one cereal for you.
What is it?
Magic
Spoon. Cereal may cause people to tear their Achilles.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Honestly, that's what I was going to say. But,
I
you
could
know,
really go for
beside
some
all
fucking
that,
cereal
it's
right now.
pretty good tasting cereal.
Do you have any sugar?
No. I only have
Magic Spoon. You ever peel it apart like it's a goddamn string cheese?
No, I don't even peel my string cheese apart.
You bite it like a fucking serial killer?
Like an anaconda.
I gotta go.
Well, I thought you knew that about me.
I can't be around.
Oh. Excuse you? You don't even know what that word means.
I don't. Is it obvious?
Yeah. Means you got a job just solely based on your parents' achievements. So, like, you could call Cody Rhodes a Nepo baby.
Fair.
You could not call me or you a Nepo baby.
Fair. What about your mom?
You could call Willow Smith a Nepo baby.
What about Jaden?
Also,
Okay.
I was just going to say, man, maybe a song about whipping your hair back and forth wouldn't be as popular as it is if your dad was not Mr. Keep Your Name's Wife. Mr. Keep My Wife's Name out your
I
fucking
like the other one
mouth.
better, too. The other one.
Keep My Name's Wife out
Thank
your
you.
fucking mouth. Hey, and thanks to our sponsors at Magic Spoon.
You still did the thumb.
I'm sure it was good. Let's take a look at this.
Yeah, what is it? Show me your wiener.
You ever said the N-word before?
Yes,
How'd you say it?
I just said it.
Like how? Like,
Well, I just jokes or whatever. Just jokes or whatever.
y'all, you be joking with him?
What the fuck was that?
So speaking of saying the N-word, do you believe it?
Was that a fucking gremlin?
Fanatics Fest was last weekend.
Yo.
And a lot of, it's basically the Comic-Con for sportsters. Fans of sports.
You literally just stole that from Corey Sandhagen.
Excuse you?
That's literally what he said.
I know. I didn't steal that from him, but I felt the same way. And look, I had this clip before Corey Sandhagen said it, so how about you fuck off and keep it twisted? James Harden went full on. Let's look at this. You're the reader.
Is that Hulk Harden?
Apparently, he doesn't care how many times Hulk Hogan has said the N-word.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that, right?
But speaking of basketball,
What the fuck?
Game 7, OKC versus the Pacers. Dude.
I keep seeing that guy's face. I can't.
All right, fine. Let's go back to it.
You ever said the N-word before?
Yes,
How'd you say it?
I just said it.
Like how? Like
Well, just jokes or whatever. Just jokes or whatever.
Okay. So, it's the only reason I saved that, by the way. But,
Sounded like Hubert.
who's Hubert?
The fucking like 80s video game.
80s video game. All right. Yeah. I'm sure that rings a bell to all the
Fucking
viewers.
click a new tab, please.
No.
Please.
Maybe later.
No, I'll do it.
No, don't. Just, okay. So, 7-game series, NBA Finals. Indiana Pacers versus Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
Do you watch the games? It was probably the best NBA Finals since 2016.
Well, it's the first Game 7 in a while.
Well, it was the first Game 7 since 2016 when the Cavs came back down 3-1 to beat the Warriors in the finals.
I remember.
And, you know, the Thunder ended up winning, but you have to wonder, speaking of wonder, you have to wonder if the game would have went a little bit differently if Tyrese wouldn't have pulled his tore his Achilles in the first quarter of the fucking game.
LeBron James called him a fag.
And why would he do that? Vince Carter said, "Damn, man, suck my Hancock." De'Aaron Fox said,
"Oh, masculine, gargantuan." I don't. Sorry.
He did say that. Grant Williams said,
"Hands up for Hallie, praying he's all right." Josh Hart said,
"Touch you."
Too young, actually.
Second violation. Now this is sick. One of the most lovable players in this league. One of the best young leaders in this team.
His dad.
His father. Second violation.
That's a bummer.
So, a cool thing about this, though, on a torn Achilles, once the Pacers lost the game, he was in the tunnel and gave a high five to every single Pacers player.
Mm-hmm.
And what was another fucking thing?
SGA came back to make sure he was okay.
Yeah, that was cool.
Awesome.
And also, so he's probably going to be out all of next year. So when he actually comes back, and he's battling like a bruised hamstring, which normally if you have one of those, you're more likely to pull your Achilles after that.
Just a hamstring, huh?
A hamstring strain.
Well, it was a calf.
It was a hamstring strain.
It was a calf strain.
Well, agree to disagree.
Oh.
But you're more likely to pull your Achilles if that happens. So he probably knew that, and he played Game 7, and like we said earlier, he was 3 for 4 from the 3-point line, and that wasn't even the 3-point line. That was like the 4-point line. He was pulling him up from 30 foot. He had 9 points in the first quarter before that fucking happened.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like he could go off for 40 fucking points.
He was gonna
so by
go
the
off.
time he comes out, man, he's already created his legacy. He's top 5 players.
Oh yeah,
for me right now.
He's fucking awesome.
And the other 4 are Celtics players, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll give you that one. No, he is.
So when he finally comes back, just imagine the hype for him.
Oh, it's gonna go such a pop.
Because he could have easily not played that game.
Right.
And then the narrative would have completely changed. But the fact that, you know what, I'm going to lay it all on the line. He legit laid it all on the line. That's a fucking year-long injury, man. It's a brutal injury.
I saw somebody talking about it, and they're like, when he's pounding the ground after it tears.
Well, speaking of pounding, let's look at this guy with his tongue out. Anyways, go ahead.
When he's pounding the ground after it tears right there, somebody said...
Yeah, he's saying, no.
Because he's not upset, and it's not the pain.
He knows
he's out of this game.
Yeah.
And that's what pisses him off.
And, man, he only had to score 4 more points from a parlay. No, I had him for 6 assists, and he had nothing yet. So
it don't matter. I'm sure that voided anyway.
No.
No?
Do you know how fucking greedy casinos work? Thing that voided. Speaking of betting, let's look at this. Read it.
Betting $100 at the gambling addiction hotline operator is a girl.
Thank you for calling the gambling helpline. Can I help you?
It's awesome. Seems like something you would do.
Do you want to do it right now?
Yes.
Anyways, they didn't win. Oklahoma City won.
They did.
So let's look at their parade.
We'll be here for you.
Yeah, that's such a great view, one that very few people get to see.
Can we see some of the crowds of the people there, Dustin? If you guys could just zoom out a little as we watch. This is just kind of right by the downtown area, Paycom, and you can see all the people there. And here's part as we just watch the streets, and he'll get closer over there. There's the start of the parade. Do you see the big OKC banner? That is right at 12th and Harvey, and we're just a couple of blocks down the way from there. So that's where the parade will begin.
Now, I'm going to say it so you don't have to, okay?
Yeah.
Where's Timothy McVeigh when you need him?
What? The fuck? Something wrong with you.
So did you hear this?
You have 3 unread messages.
Yeah, it's all right. I read them. Did you hear that the Celtics traded away half their team?
I did.
Oh, would you like to hear what Bill Simmons has to say about it?
Yeah.
Well, actually, first, breaking news. Because, I like to just finish off one topic of this. We were talking about John Jones earlier. Did you hear he was going wild on Twitter after that?
I saw some of it.
All right. Well, would you like to read some of it?
No, yes.
All right, read that.
John Jones is going wild on Twitter.
Okay. So, on to our next thing. Now, let's look at... Well, my mouse is... Well, got a mind of its own. There you go.
Let me read all those?
Yes.
Weird day this
Weird day this
Publicity. Challenge. Change me by thinking about this riddle. You want to charge me think about this riddle? This is your turn to think. Who hit who?
Now just think about the John Jones drunk voice.
That's within 5 minutes.
And then read those. You want to charge me think about this riddle? I'm not gay. Anyways, there's more.
Yeah. Dream on. And I'm not even done talking shit. Lol.
Dream on, and I'm not even talking about Aerosmith. I almost said Fleetwood Mac.
Old man and still a chicken. I am okay with that. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've been crying. I'm okay with that. I'm alive. Don't cry. I tell you, back when I was a kid, my family used to sing Joy.
Joy to the world.
Enjoying the Holy Ghost. My mom used to sing that to me. All these arguments with our best fighters to be this dumb. Bob
Marley.
Bob Marley said, don't worry.
Be happy.
Crazy coincidence. Happy retirement to me.
He actually didn't sing Don't Worry, Be Happy. He said, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be... But they were all within minutes. Why wouldn't you just craft one big tweet? I don't know how Twitter or X works, but couldn't he said that all in one fucking sentence, maybe?
Also, how gay is it he changed his name to Johnny Meat?
That's what I'm saying. But wait, there's more.
Is there really? I guess when you have a voice, you should use it. Intelligence. If people start getting away
He
with
definitely got auto-corrected to the right spelling of the word intelligence as well.
Well, I can't spell intelligence. Can you?
Well, I can if I look at that.
All right. If people start getting away with this, it's going to start a free-for-all. Here, take my phone. He went that way. The guy in the brown jacket. What?
So that was all within 23 minutes, brother.
None of that made sense.
Yeah.
He's back on the cocaine.
I think he's just drinking a lot.
That's bad.
What? That twisted iced tea is bad?
Drinking a lot.
He might be doing cocaine as well. But I think that, as a former drinker, that seems like drinking to me.
Former.
Like cocaine, I think you get distracted. You're like, fuck, my heart, it's beating kind of crazy. You're not just tweeting actively, you know? But if you're drinking and doing cocaine, then maybe.
Sure.
Who knows? But it's all facade.
Well,
he's trying to portray...
Since when did you get smart?
Well, since I stopped drinking and started to listen to more Jordan Peterson.
You just said
You can't
facade.
be a man and a woman, man. You can't be straight and gay, man. You have to pick which one, man.
And speaking of UFC
Facade portray.
and voices, did you hear Kamaru Usman won his fight the other night?
I did.
Let's look at this. Reader.
Oh, his knees. His knees. Well, shut the fuck up. I still do what I do.
Oh, his knees. His knees, man. He has to walk up the stairs backwards, man.
You know, I know it's a running joke. Everybody want to get on the internet and talk shit. Oh, his knees. Well, shut the up. I can still do what I do.
So, yeah, speaking of the Celtics.
I'm dying.
You are dying. Speaking of the Celtics, you want to hear what Bill Simmons has to say about us?
Speaking of Dillian Brooks.
Because he told me, well, he got drafted number 2 the other day, and Cooper Flagg number 1. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But you called me the other night. You're like, it was the day after Drew Holiday got traded, and Porzingis had just been traded in the last couple minutes. And you called to ask
if you were okay.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I listened to a lot of basketball podcasts. I knew this was coming. They were like $200 million over the salary cap, and they needed to like get under the second apron, and they just sold the fucking team to new owners too. And with Jason Tatum tearing his Achilles, knowing that next season is a complete wash, I knew they had to shed money. So like, would I have been more upset if I didn't know this was coming? Yes. But, yes, he'll see.
I've heard so much about an apron and a second apron, and none of these motherfuckers are cooking me lunch. What the fuck does this mean?
I would not be the one to tell you, but I could send you some links to some basketball podcasts where they are also confused about what's going on.
Oh, okay, good. It's not just me.
It's basically...
there's so many aprons, apparently.
It's basically to make it fair for even the smaller markets of the NBA, though, where any team can win. You have to focus more. You can't just be like the big market, like the Knicks, the Lakers, the Celtics. You have to focus more on like a good GM, good draft picks, and just being savvy when it comes to signing free agents and trades and shit. It's trying to make it more even across the 30 teams that do not apply to the Washington Wizards.
What?
But here's Bill Simmons talking about it.
Yeah.
Who I love, Bill Simmons.
Yes, he's awesome.
Not just as a Celtics fan, but he's awesome, which he's Chinese. But let's look at this.
We had the Drew Holiday trade last night, and then Kristaps Porzingis sent to Atlanta today. The 2024 Celtics funeral is here. They lopped off miraculously $28 million in 2 trades. They got under the second apron, which doesn't just save them almost $200 million in luxury tax, but Also has all these other positive roster benefits. I'm not sure the Celtics are going to be that bad next year in this weird Eastern Conference. Holiday in the playoffs and in the Knicks series, I thought looked pretty rough. You flip him into Simons, who fills this scoring void that they clearly need with Tatum. You Pritchard and Simons out there, those are like two of the better heat check guards in the league. You have Jalen, who's still a top 20 guy. You might have rebounding. You're going to have a good coach. You have this philosophy of just gunning up threes. They're going to be way worse defensively. Porzingis played half the year last year and then was a corpse in the playoffs because he wasn't healthy. The Tatum piece is the piece that's the disaster. But if you're talking about the rest of it, like they might be all right. They might be an overachiever. I don't know. I'm prepared for anything. We had the Drew Holiday trade last night. And
That's fair.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, so going into the offseason, I thought there was a good chance they would probably get rid of Holiday and Porzingis.
Okay.
And with how bad Porzingis looked in the offseason, I didn't think they'd get much for him. And Holiday, with his bad contract, and he's 35 and only getting older, and he didn't look good in the playoffs either, like Simmons kind of just said there. I didn't expect much. They got a young guy in Anthony Simons who's 26 years old from the Portland Trailblazers who's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Not great at defense, but he brings some excitement to the league.
Sure.
For once, they have a guard who can actually get to the rim.
That's good.
And they brought in George Niang. And, he's not going to do much, but I've always liked him.
Yeah.
He's from Iowa State, but he's 32 years old. He's a good three-point shooter, can stretch the floor. I don't think they're done yet either. And Brad, I trust.
Is that on the dollar? In Brad, we trust?
It should be.
It should be. Anyway, Jurassic World.
Yeah. Have you heard about this movie?
No.
Well, Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
It was a big film back in the day. Now there's this new thing called Jurassic World.
Yeah.
For a while there, Chris Pratt was involved. I don't think he is anymore.
Okay.
Let's hear what Tucker Carlson has to say about all this.
I'm here in Jurassic World. It used to be Jurassic Park. I was just informed that it's Jurassic World, actually. They seem to be moving dinosaurs all over the globe. Seems like a pretty bad idea. You'd think that they'd learn from their past mistakes. What about in the 90s when there was a Tyrannosaurus Rex stomping through San Diego? It ate someone's dog. When will California learn? They're moving dinosaurs all over the world. It's Jurassic World. They have dinosaurs in Ukraine, dinosaurs in Brazil. I can just see people in Hong Kong. Oh, pterodactyl, pterodactyl. But they're not pronouncing it like that.
How would they pronounce that? Oh, it's a pterodactyl.
Pretty close.
How do you think?
Oh, a pterodactyl.
So they have retarded people in Hong Kong as well.
Oh,
that's good to know.
Can I go plug this in?
Yeah, go ahead. I got it.
I gotta go over the van though.
So it seems like you want to cut to another sponsor.
No, I just want to run out there real quick.
I feel like we kind of probably. I just lit this.
Nothing. D-E-D. I'm dynamite. D-E-D. And I'll suck your butt. Where you going? We got a show to do. Shut the front door. Is it charged?
Oh, fuck around and find out, fatty.
You pull on that one?
Sorry, fuck around and find out, fatty.
Sweet, thanks. Well, if you're gonna. You don't see how?
Well, you don't see.
You don't see how? Why would you think?
Hey, you're good at reading. Let's look at this.
Where were you when the Celtics traded Kristaps Porzingis for George Niang?
I was at work.
I was driving.
Yeah.
You know. Hey,
Hey, you want to look at this?
Yeah. Does Ric Flair keep coming to your restaurant and shitting himself? Man has shit himself like 6 times this year, drunk as fuck at bars and other restaurants. He gets thrown out of Water Street places all the time. Anybody in the service industry having to deal with this shit too? Just the other day, he went into KFC and shit himself. Hammered.
I actually believe that.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't got much left here.
Bologna.
So let's look at this.
Yeah. Is this an AI thing?
I think it's just I see an ass thing and click save.
What a fight this is, ladies and gentlemen. 2 big name debuts in the women's flyweight division. Jessica I taking on Maria Arabova.
Hot. Speaking of BKFC.
No kith.
Did you hear Andrei Arlovsky won his debut in BKFC?
No.
Well, he did. And did you also hear that Vince McMahon tried to buy BKFC?
No, he didn't. Is that a real thing?
Jim Cornette was talking about it.
Was that his first and long business or whatever it was?
They tried to buy it. David Feldman, he said
no thanks, I'm busy.
That Vince McMahon was very businesslike and a good guy to talk to, but they just didn't feel the timing was right with Vince shitting on people's heads and everything.
I almost forgot he did that.
Well, he actually wanted to rename it to the
threesome shits fighting club.
The SO
shit on
P
people's
H
Ed
FC L
Fight Club League.
Shit on people's heads Fight Club League. And Dave Feldman's like, well, maybe in a couple of years, but right now we're really trying to do this bare knuckle thing. Like, so am I, pal. Just trying to bare ass it.
Hey, can we take this time to play a voice message you left me last weekend?
Yeah, because I'm struggling for content at this point. I've kind of... I said there's a lot of things to talk about. I've crossed off everything. So I still do got some stuff to talk about. But
You make my heart go zoom, zoom. My super nova. Well, dude, I just woke up in someone's front lawn a second ago, and I can't stop thinking about how I think Goldberg might defeat Gunther, dude, at Saturday night's main event, dude. Just for Seth Franklin Rollins to cash in his money in the bank, possibly. And, that's not going to work for me, dude, because I got creative control, brother. That's how creative control works, dude. But I think that's maybe what's going to happen, dude. And I don't know what to think about that, brother. But I'm just thinking that's might be what's made. Like I said, I just fucking woke up in someone's front lawn again.
And then I proceeded to say, go to bed.
now, can we not confirm that may have actually been John Jones who left that voicemail on your phone?
That might have been the same guy that fucked that chick in the car and crashed it.
Well, I don't think he fucked that chick. I think he got that whiskey dick.
Gay dick.
Well, I feel like you're trying to make me say to see if that was actually me in the voicemail.
I'm just checking.
No, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoever stole my phone and sent you that, I'm not happy with them.
I cannot confirm or deny if that was before or after you got a new phone because you lost yours in a lawn.
All right, you know what? I was hanging out with John Jones. I let him drive my vehicle. He tried to butt fuck me. I grabbed the wheel and crashed it into the place. I fled the scene.
Placed a woman in the passenger seat with no pants on.
Well, no, it was a different thing.
Oh.
Different time. Well, it was a different time, dude.
Sounded pretty good.
Well, He did flee the scene after me, and I was not wearing pants, so that part you got correct.
Okay.
But no, that was not me. Because I
Okay.
don't send things like that.
Oh, it was 6:15 on a Sunday morning. Oh.
Yeah, I'm fucking snoozed up in my Betty buys by that time.
When's the last time you slept in your bed?
Well, speaking of girls, I'd like to sleep in my bed.
Yeah.
Let's look at this.
It's a mugshotty. All right, let's see what this gorgeous, gorgeous woman did. Second degree disseminating indecent material to minors and endangering the welfare of a minor. 22-year-old school employee sent news to a 14-year-old student. I'm so fucking sick of these goddamn snitches, dude.
Well,
send them to me.
Well, maybe if you're 13. It's just crazy, though. I mean, look in those giant pupils. You know what I mean? Look at the lips on this fat ass. No, but
what's her name?
I don't know.
What's her OnlyFans?
Here, I'm sure we got a comment here. What's her at somewhere? And I don't think anyone's found it yet. We're still waiting, but it's hard to get. It's hard to get an at when it's like technically child pedophilia. Yeah,
but somebody
because here's a game. Oh. No, if you had to say something, you go ahead.
I just want a beer.
Here's the thing, dude, about child pedophilia.
I'm sorry, what?
No.
Yes.
It's hard to get an at when it's like a bad thing they've done. If this bitch just like got arrested for drunken driving or whatever, someone would comment, "What's her at?" And she would comment on that, be like, "It's Maygirl7469. Follow me on TikTok.
Multi-faced head.
Madison.
Yeah.
Follow me on TikTok." And she'd get a following. But if it's like for something bad that actually happened, then it's like, hold on a second there, dude. That doesn't work for me, brother, because it makes me look bad, dude. Nice. That's why you really got to be careful out there. You can't be like 22 years old.
Yeah.
Picture this.
I'm trying.
You're 22 years old.
Yeah.
In body, not in spirit, because I know you're already there. But would you ever send nude pictures of yourself to a 13-year-old girl?
No. But I'm also not female. Here. I got you.
I'm fine. Thank you. Need that later.
But is that your jerk off?
No.
Jelly?
You ever jerk off with jelly before?
I thought
you
about
will.
it. Oh.
Yeah, but it's just a shame.
Prefer jam.
That this girl, 22, super hot, right? Super hot, yeah, 22. But she into the. How hot is this 13-year-old boy?
It's got to be fucking hot.
God damn.
Can we get a picture of the 13-year-old boy?
Well,
what?
It's not.
No? You don't have that?
But speaking of 13-year-old boys.
Yeah. Well, how old?
Oh.
Do we want to get into it?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
How old was Mike?
Well.
Don't say a name.
LW.
Oh.
That's fine. No one watches this show.
Wait.
What, he was at least 4 years younger?
Yeah, but I don't think...
She was not 20 yet, right?
Yeah, she was.
19?
She was about 22. And I want to say he was 17.
Yeah.
Still...
It's better than 13.
Yeah, well, that's 14.
13 is...
It's 14.
Well, 13 is...
It was 14.
14 is I just grew pubes.
Oh.
I don't even know how to cut them off with scissors right now to make me not look as hairy.
Did you cut your pubes with scissors?
I did.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I did too. I'd pull them out as harder than I needed to. And then I would just... And I was always scared I was just going to cut my fucking skin off. Is this a weird... Do you know?
Is this a weird? But no, this is a funny thing about living with your parents when you're cutting your pubes off, right?
As one does.
You can't just throw them in the fucking garbage
Toilet.
can, right? Toilet?
Always toilet.
So I would...
Well, here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're getting into the weeds. But this is the beginning.
I'd set a towel down. I'd catch all the pubes. Then I'd wrangle all the pubes up. I'd put them in some toilet paper. And then I'd bundle that toilet paper up, wrap it in duct tape, wait till I was on the bus, throw it out the window, act like I coughed. Don't fucking... Dude, don't...
We're tossing pubes out the bus window, dog?
Dude, don't fucking do this to me right now.
You were a bus pube thrower?
Yeah, and I'd cough on it.
You didn't have to do that.
I know, but I took every precaution.
What is that helping?
I don't
It's
know.
just going to draw attention to you.
I wish I just would have thought of flushing them down the toilet, but I thought the pipes might get
crazy.
tangled in the pubes.
I can't believe that. I wonder how many times there was somebody driving behind you going, not again.
Not again.
Like sticks to the windshield?
I got a tangled fucking toilet paper roll of pubes in my fucking windshield again.
Some fucking...
Just imagine it hitting the fucking windshield.
Sticking because it's duct tape.
No, but well, then the wipers like busted open and it just spreads pubes everywhere.
Oh my god!
But speaking of 13-year-olds, let's look at this.
Wait. 2 days before the breakup. Day of the breakup. Good call. 1 week after. A little teary-eyed. We'll make up some of it.
She's
a couple
getting
months
better.
after, started working on myself and doing things I like. What? Math equations? Until pregnant. So we got back together. Went on a trip. And had a girl. Oh my god, that's a black baby.
So who's the fucked up one for wrangling pubes in a TP wrapped with duct tape now?
Brother.
Yeah.
Still you.
Well, I mean, I never raised a black child that wasn't mine.
Okay.
This guy, he's like, well, you know, Ancestry.com does say I was 23% African American.
2%.
Speaking of African Americans, the NBA Finals. Did you see Red Panda?
Hold on. You did not just do that transition.
What? What did I say?
You know you did.
No, I don't think I know what I did.
Why don't you ball your pubes up in toilet paper and duct tape, throw it out the bus window? Because that was wild.
What?
Nothing.
What part?
I don't want to be involved in this.
Well, speaking of red pandas.
It's better. It's fucking sick, dude.
Some people are just unbelievable.
John Jones?
It don't make
I heard the word
no
blow.
goddamn sense. You know what I mean? Hey, can you think of another ad so I can, 1, take a piss, and 2, pay the bills? Just so we can do this, and then we come back, put a nice bow on things, and then...
Do you just... Adam Sandler?
I don't know. Adam later.
Anyway. So have you heard about this new thing, African Americans?
Now let's go with Fuse. You like those? You know a thing about them. Views?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like some on this podcast if I could. How do I pay for those?
Well, from our sponsors at
Brendan Schaub's Tiger Thick. Hey, have you seen the new episode of The Fighter and the Kid?
No, have you?
No. They just moved to Austin.
I saw that. You want to know how I saw that?
Podcast Cringe.
Yeah.
Our new sponsors at Podcast Cringe.
Podcast.
No. Tell them about the Fuse.
It's a thing. You suck on it and it makes you come. I mean...
Hold on.
Yeah?
Hold the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me I suck on this, and I come.
It'll feel like it.
Normally I suck on something and that person comes. You're telling me I suck on this thing and I come?
Well, you kind of both do.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, have you ever wanted to pump chemicals into your body?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever wanted to jerk off?
No.
Perfect, because this doesn't jerk you off at all. It just gives you nicotine.
Oh, my boy. I like nicotine.
It comes in a couple different flavors and a couple
It
different
definitely
strengths.
comes.
But all come in your mouth.
What?
What?
You're making me not like it as much anymore.
You'll come in my mouth?
Speaking of coming in mouths, let's look at this.
And we're banned.
Look at this, though. This is actually better with the song, but did I send you this video?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Why is he holding him like that?
I did think it was weird how much Seth put his hands on Braun, but it's a whole group thing. Braun's getting jealous. Hey, get back here, boy. Hey, yeah.
You tagged me on it, see?
Yeah. Hey, there's you.
Yeah.
Follow Hilsey at Hilsey31. But go back to the fuse.
Views.
You're gonna come. Everyone's coming.
Yeah, you just get some nicotine without all the harsh chemicals from
Cigarettes.
Well, I meant your wiener.
Oh, there's that.
You're a very chemical reactive wiener.
HPV.
Again? I thought you got rid of that.
Keep going.
Views. If you use promo code MDATM at checkout, they'll suck you. What was it?
25%.
25% off your first pod.
So you're telling me if I suck off views,
yeah, pretty close.
I'll get 25% of my next pod.
Yeah, this is a pod.
I know, right?
Have you thought about that?
I thought you were talking about like putting us in a pod to Mars where we can suck off even more views.
Oh, it wouldn't be a pod if you didn't do that. So here we are. That was so loud in my ear hole. Hey, you ever been outside in the rain and you're just like doing something, working, whatever it is, and like the rain like perfectly hits you in the ear, directly in your hole, and you're like, ah, I got rain in my ear hole. You ever have that? Have you ever had the rain in your ear hole? Hello?
What did I miss?
Ear holes. View.
Speaking of ear holes, let's
Yeah.
look at this.
Yeah, show me your ear hole. Hey, volume. Grab a different one, turn the volume on, and we're banned in all countries.
No, now we're banned in all countries.
Ukrainian, and this is my car. I am Ukrainian, and this is my church. I am Ukrainian, and this is my bridge. I am Ukrainian, and this is my gas station. I am Ukrainian, and this is my school. I am Ukrainian.
Can I be honest with you?
I think I just liked her Ukrainian tits.
Speaking of that,
yeah,
that entire video I was waiting for. I'm Ukrainian, and these are my tits. 100%,
yeah,
dude.
right. If they're all
They
like,
never did.
If they're all blown up by bombs. I'm Ukrainian, and these are my tits.
These are just flat pancakes.
God, how bad would that suck?
I wish.
What's her at? Speaking of tits.
At UkrainianTits.com. Oh, okay.
So good, yeah.
Hey, that's me, it said.
Hey, I don't get that video. Can you explain it?
They smiled every time her tits were on the screen. Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at this.
But what if your baby really likes being alone in the hot car? That's a great question.
Yeah. I feel like you got some kids
I do.
where you'd like, they'd be like, I'm going to run in real quick. You guys stay down and I'll leave the windows down for you.
Oh, I'll leave the AC on.
You guys stay in the car. I'm going to leave the windows down and the AC on. Wow. They're like, no, turn off the AC, roll up the windows.
Shut the car off.
Daddy, we trying to get famous on TikTok.
Can you not say daddy like that? It's like that's a little hard.
Well, Dad.
Better.
Okay, we trying to make a TikTok.
Yeah. Well, what?
What if they wanted, and it was just like all about like them sweating or something?
The Key Sweat.
I don't know.
Video.
I'm not. They're like Florida be like something like that, you know?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you want to go make that? And then we'll come back and finish this episode?
I guess, but it's not that hot out right now. Apparently it's hot everywhere else, but it was like hot on the weekend.
Really hot.
It's hot on the weekend, but I mean, that's not fucking really hot, like 90 degrees.
The heat index was 110. My AC stopped working twice.
Well, that was like for 2 fucking days, but like everyone's saying it's hot across the world, like apocalyptic type shit.
It's just rainy here.
No, just rainy here.
Oh.
Speaking of apocalyptic type shit,
I ain't seen the sunshine in 3 damn days.
Let's look at this.
Sometimes when I'm bored, I buy cameos and I just write the craziest prompt that I can think of. And this is one that I just sent to the Island Boys. Hi, Island Boys. My daughter Chloe is a big fan of you. She's 19 and just got her first yeast infection. Can you give her a pep talk about how this means she's a real woman now?
Hey, Chloe, I heard you're a big fan of the Island Boys. So, yeah, you an island girl. I heard you're dealing with your first yeast infection. You feel embarrassed. Yeah, it's a very normal thing. It happens all the time. Do not be ashamed of it. Let me tell you something. I've dated girls that had yeast infections like 10, 11 times in a matter of a month. It happens.
Yeah.
And yeast infection is very normal. Do not be embarrassed.
So
Just
normal.
don't tell people about it. It's okay. Just tell someone that you trust, and that's pretty much it. And get it fixed, and that's that. And it'll go away. It's not something that's permanent. It's just something very temporary, and it's part of life. You're gonna get things. Things are gonna happen. Things are gonna come your way, but you should be thankful it's just a yeast infection, love. It's nothing at all. Take that big step. Be that big girl like you are, Chloe. That beautiful island girl you are. And be amazing. Don't worry about no yeast infection, please. It goes away. You know how many girls I know that have yeast infections? I didn't laugh at them. It's nothing.
Sometimes when I'm...
Dude, you missed the best part of that whole video.
I was watching.
No. Why the fuck did Mike Perry tag Ariel Hawani in that video?
All right, let me go back. Hold on.
Sometimes when I'm bored, I buy...
All right, that's hilarious.
That's so good.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't see that the first time.
That made it so much better.
Man, does that ever make you wish you just had money just to like fuck with these people? Like clearly, like the Island Boys, like the Hawk Tui girl.
No.
You know, they had their 15 minutes of fame,
Yeah.
and they're struggling
For money.
Yeah. So they'll do these cameos and shit. I would pay for an Island Boys cameo. Fuck, that was actually a good cameo. Hey, Chloe, I heard you're an island girl dealing with your first yeast infection. Hey, Chloe, I dated plenty of girls with yeast infections and whatnot, and dude, that was solid advice.
It was really good.
Just get it taken care of.
It's fine. It's normal.
It's normal.
It is. It really is. Though.
Yeah. Hey, what do you got for UFC 317 this weekend?
I got a good time.
Well, we got Chris Iwit versus Jackson McVeigh. He's cousins with Timothy McVeigh.
Oh.
Who you got there? No one cares.
You're right.
So we got. No, who you got? They're both undefeated.
Give me Tim's brother.
Give me Ibit. So we got Juanita Diaz versus Alvin Hines.
That's not what that says. Give me Juanita.
Same. We got Nico Price versus Jacoby Smith.
Jacoby Smith.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad we could. Terrence McKinney. You go ahead and say the next name. Slavakos.
Vyacheslav Borshevkev.
Slavakos.
Yeah.
Like you said, Uriah Faber's boy.
Yeah. T-Rex.
We got Vivian Arujo versus Tracy Cortez.
Give me the hot one.
T-Courts.
Yeah.
We got Hydir Emil versus Jose. They got a. It's
not the Mexican. Go.
The longer the names are, the harder it is for me to pronounce. I'm standing from far away.
Delgado.
So Hermanson. Okay, well, sorry, I can't read that. Hermanson versus Greg.
Hermanson.
RoboCop. Gregory Rodriguez. Or is it Rodriguez?
No.
Okay, let's go to the main card.
Yeah.
By the way, I haven't put my opinion in. That's because I've agreed with you on all these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Paulo Costa and Roman Kopylov were supposed to be on this card, I guess. So Peyton Talbot versus Felipe Lime.
I don't know.
Who do you got
here.
there?
I honestly don't know here. Give me Lima.
I'll take that as well. So next, Beneil Dariush versus Renato Moicano.
Dariush.
Man, we're making this very anticlimactic. You can't even let me fucking say their names before you pick the next one?
Please keep continuing to fuck their names up.
Well, if you're continuing to agree with the things that I'm going to say, you might be... I would probably make a bet just disagreeing with everything I said. You might make a decent amount of money.
Not a bad idea. Just throw one together.
Brandon Raw Dog Royval versus Joshua Vaughn.
Give me the non-condom.
Joshua Vaughn?
Oh, Raw Dog.
Yeah, okay. Alexander Pantoja versus Kayakar France. Pantoja looks untouchable, and that's what most great champions look like.
Right before they lose? Yeah.
But I still don't see Pantoja losing.
I don't either. He's so good.
And now it comes down to the nitty-gritty, dirty little titty. Let's pull up the top for this one, all right?
Okay.
Probably should have pulled up the top for some of the ones before.
Doesn't matter. Ilya Taporia, 16-0, 28 years of age, 5'6", has a reach of 69 inches.
155 pounds.
Hang on. 69 inches. Nice.
Nice.
Charles Oliveira, 35-10.
Oh.
35 years of age.
Oh.
Standing 5'8".
He is not. He's way taller than 5'8".
Yeah.
By the way.
Has a 5-inch reach advantage at 74 inches, and both fighters weighing in at 155 pounds.
Oliveira is at least 5'10", 5'11", maybe even 6 foot.
I'm taking Oliveira in this fight.
I like it.
I am.
He's 35 years old, and he's already said that he plans to walk forward.
Good. Not surprised, also. Which is crazy.
I think he's going to get knocked out by Taporia.
Probably. But I really want him to win.
That'd be cool. But I mean, he's had his problems walking forward against Michael Chandler.
Still won.
Yes, but like I said, Michael Chandler. Okay, different than Taporia.
Still won.
Yeah, barely.
Still won.
Well, you know, time will tell.
Time will tell.
Are we only opposite of one fucking fight here?
Right, there's a couple. There's one more on like the super early prelims.
So I'm gonna pick Ilya. We're both picking Pants.
What?
Pantoja.
Oh.
We're both picking Royval.
Ugh.
Or are you picking Van?
No, I'm picking Royval.
We're both picking Dariush. Right here.
I had Lima.
You got Lima. I wish I could pick Peyton Talbot, but he was such trash.
Towel what?
Well, towel butt. You know that butt you use, that
Yeah,
towel you use for your.
You sound like you're a Canadian. Talbot.
Oh, Talbot. It's not how Canadians sound, but.
A boot.
What about Hydeer Emil versus Jose? Read that for me, because it's
Delgado.
Who do we pick there?
I had Emil. Emily. You know, like Lil Wayne.
Honestly, it doesn't make it don't matter. We're not picking enough to even bet $5 on this fucking thing.
Bucks.
Bucks.
That hurt my ear. I'm sorry.
I'm Canadian, eh?
Oh.
So what do you think about Trainwreck, the poop shoot?
This is Poop Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was wild, dude.
Would have been nice if they had a poop shoot. You know, send it somewhere else.
Why didn't they just? I would have just shit over the edge.
I think a lot of people did.
Sure. People were peeing over the edge.
That is like my worst nightmare. The claustrophobia of just... I know it's a big place, but when half of it
doesn't work.
You can't go there anymore because...
there's piss and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all inside, so that should help.
Yeah, but then the worst part is having to be outside, just the sun coming down on you.
Why is the sun coming on you? What's the daughter doing?
You said that on me.
Make me some eggs.
Dude, I'm just saying, not a good time. And that's why I would not go on a cruise.
I want to go on a cruise.
You should.
What do you mean by that?
No, you should.
Where are you going with that?
You should.
Why?
I hope it catches on fire and you're stranded in the Caribbean for days. Isn't that what you asked for? Fuck you. What do you want? You don't want to leave your house for more than a day.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
What I really want?
Pringles.
Fried eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll cook you some fried eggs on Saturday night because that's when UFC 317 is. And also the crown jewel, UFC or WWE.
Night of Champions.
So let's get predictions on that real quick.
It's at 10 a.m.
Yeah, so I'm gonna miss that, but I'll watch it afterwards.
Sorry.
What do you think's gonna happen there?
I don't remember.
John Cena versus CM Punk.
John Cena.
Cody Rhodes versus
Probably
Randy Orton.
fuckery. If I had to be honest.
I didn't ask for your fucking opinion.
I feel like you did.
Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton.
It's not on there.
It's the King of the Ring.
Well, you gotta specify.
Yeah.
The King of the Ring tournament. Finale.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes.
Okay, the King of the Ring finale. Nia Jax versus Asuka. Or not Nia Jax, but the other black.
What?
The storm's coming through.
What?
What's her name?
Jade Cargill.
versus Asuka.
There's a storm coming through.
Yeah. Stop making me trying to look racist.
Asuka, probably. If I had to guess.
Yeah. You got Sammy versus Karrion Kross.
I don't know. I would assume Sammy. But
I'll take Karrion.
I think Karrion. I just said that. I don't know why you're copying me.
I said that before I even knew you were going to say that.
I said that.
Solo versus Jacob Fatu.
Fatu.
And there's one other one I can't remember.
Asian. Probably.
Now, also, who's the Asian women's champion on Raw? Io Sky. Where the fuck has she been, like, the last...
She's been there every time.
No, she hasn't. She hasn't been there in, like, the last 3 weeks. We've been completely made to forget about her.
No, she was literally there last week, the week before.
No, she literally wasn't there last week. You think I'm making shit up?
Maybe.
Hey, one of us takes this podcast a little bit more seriously than the other one. And the one that takes it more seriously is not you. So
Well, then who is it?
It's me.
Oh.
Process of elimination. That's so that works, bunghole. Hey,
Tone.
but it's been a great podcast. I'd like to end it on a clip, unless you got anything else to say.
Nope, go ahead.
No, I'll wait till you get off your phone.
Nope.
Like I said, I'll wait.
You're right, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go.
Oh, shit, is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I didn't know that was the last clip. I thought judging on this guy's missing front teeth, I thought that was going to be something crazier than that. And that was crazy, don't get me wrong. But I thought that was going to be like something super crazy. Like,
does this story get better?
No, I just thought it was going to be something crazier than that.
So, can we just skip to the nicknames now?
That's just them staring at each other, right?
Yeah,
Dude, how about
a little water on your tits?
Hey, man, if you could tell your stomach to fucking chill out. We already show these Russian titties.
Yes.
I look like fucking Bert from Bert and Ernie, dude. What the fuck, bro?
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro?
I look like fucking Bert from Bert and Ernie, dude.
And this has been
What the fuck, bro?
Matt T. Daddy. And
the midget.
Podcast.
What the?
No, but there's more. You ever seen this retard? What's this Asian doing?
You gonna take that? You gonna take that?
We played this in the last episode.
Yeah, I know. Fuck off. Trying to get a good fucking thing to end on. How about, hey, you ever think about this? You ever think about fucking off?
Yes, I'm trying.
Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
Yeah, crinkle the mic some more.
Give me the KY. Or what?
Dude?
Yeah?
Dude, we got one more thing to talk about. It's
You
okay.
ever said the N-word before?
Yes,
How'd you say it?
I just said it.
Like how? Like,
Well, just jokes or whatever. Just jokes or whatever.
y'all, you be joking with.
Now just put that on a loop for the next 35 minutes. and then that's how we end the pod. I am Matty Daddy, and that's how we end the pod. Simonson, and I'm here with
Jake.
Boom, boom, boom. You make my heart go zoom, zoom. My super. Oh, no.
The Midget Hilseback.
Cut that part out. It's been Matty and the Midget, episode 84. We'll
Boom,
catch
boom,
you
boom.
fuckers next time.
Make my heart go zoom, zoom. My super knickers, girl.
Zoom in on my face there.
Don't call things.
Boom, boom on my face there.
I'm gonna level with you. I'm kind of drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want some pretzel Reese's?
Motherfucker, go. Pretzel Reese's? Mm-hmm. Angel Reese?
Hold on a second. Get your fat belly out of the fucking way. Oh, it's good. It's nice belly.
Scared it so bad it burped. You ever seen my wiener?
No, thanks. Fuck.
Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. 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 Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
I'm pregnant. I do not want to touch his ass.